Intermediate English. Past, present, and future.
Video 3, Transportation. Ground transportation. Steam.
Vapor.
The steam engine is one of the most important invention and key aspects of the Industrial Revolution. The invention of the steam engine has changed and additions to the technology of the time. Steam-powered locomotives is one of the best remarkable example.
Inside the locomotive of a steam train in 1825. Steam train.
Trem a vapor, mas no Brasil o nome popular é Maria Fumaça.
Before steam trains, transportation was very slow. In 2000 BC, 2000 years before Jesus Christ, people used to ride horses to go everywhere.
The steam locomotive was invented only in 1801.
Steam trains really made the transportation better and more efficient. In 1830, steam trains could move at around 40 kilometers per hour. And in 1850, they could reach 120 kilometers per hour. In the past, everybody used trains. Everybody used to ride them. Steam trains were very common. Today, some countries have bullet trains. Bullet trains can move at 320 kilometers per hour. To travel to different cities, bullet trains are excellent. But if you need to travel in your own city, go underground and take a subway train. Many people use the subway every day to go to work or to go to school. And many people take buses, drive cars, drive trucks or ride motorcycles. And if you don't have your own vehicle, and public transportation is not good enough where you are, you can rent a bike or a scooter. Or you can get a ride using an app like Uber. Or rent a car in a car rental store. In some cities, you can even rent a car without speaking with anyone, using car sharing apps. Now let's see how some current technologies might change the future of driving. Current technologies.
Tecnologias atuais.
Might change the future.
Podem mudar o futuro.
Repeating last scene.
Now let's see how some current technologies might change the future of driving.
Like a long road trip to a far-off destination, there's been incremental but steady progress in the development of self-driving cars. In fact, some form of driver assistance technology, mostly focused on safety, is now inside most new vehicles. Right now, we're at level 2, with cars able to control steering, acceleration, and braking while still requiring drivers to remain engaged. Down the road, level 5 autonomy would mean fully driverless cars.
Are we ready?
I
Okay.
think we're ready. If you haven't been in a new car for a couple years,
I'm gonna push this steering button here.
a ride in a 2022 Honda Civic can be a trip.
So I no longer am doing anything with the pedals or anything with the steering wheel. It's doing all of the driving.
Yeah, in the right setting, the modest, standard issue Honda Civic can drive down the road itself, then smoothly brake behind a stopped car.
An elegant stop.
I've done nothing.
A growing number of vehicles that can control both their steering and speed are marketed with names like Super Cruise.
So I turn the turn signal on and it's looking.
Okay.
And it is changing the lane.
Here we are.
To illustrate what can happen if a driver fails to take control when they should, Funkhauser put this Cadillac Escalade into Super Cruise.
It's checking to see if my eyes are looking at the roadway.
It can skillfully navigate 200,000 miles of American highway.
Cadillac went and surveyed the roads.
Yes, they did.
But automatically disengages when it reaches merging lanes that aren't part of the map.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, why is it redding us?
So because this lane is going to end. So now it's actually...
Oh my goodness, we're stopping in the middle of the highway.
Take control of the vehicle now.
We are still on level 2, so we are far from having complete driverless cars. But sometime in the future, people won't need to drive at all. Driverless cars will take us everywhere. Some people predict that fully driverless cars will exist only in 2050. Well, I'm already 40 years old, so I'll be 68 years old in 2050. So, it will take a long time. But it will still be in my lifetime.
Water and air transportation.
AD stands for the Latin phrase, Anno Domini. The year of our Lord, a reference to Jesus Christ. So if I say, for example in 1783 AD, I'm saying in 1783 after Jesus Christ.
In 1783 AD, people started riding hot air balloons. And in 1787, people started riding steamboats. And around 1850, we got ocean liners.
Ocean liners.
Transatlânticos, navios que atravessam o oceano.
For over 100 years, ocean liners were the primary mode of intercontinental travel, transporting people, cargo and mail. Nowadays there is only one ocean liner still sailing, the RMS Queen Mary II. Nowadays we use cargo ships to take cargo and mail. And people travel in cruise ships. And in airplanes. In the past, airplane tickets were very expensive. So few people traveled by plane. But nowadays, many people travel by plane.
Polluting and non-polluting vehicles.
Most cars. Most ships. And most planes generate a lot of pollution. So they are polluting vehicles.
Polluting vehicles.
Veículos poluentes. Veículos que causam poluição.
Electric cars are not very popular yet. And planes powered by liquid hydrogen are just an idea right now. But in the future, non-polluting vehicles will be popular and will be everywhere. Now, let's talk about an unusual transportation that might exist one day. Teleportation. Teleportation is something we see only in science fiction movies nowadays. But it might exist sometime in the future. Scientists have already teleported an apple to a very small distance. This teleportation experiment made an apple disappear from one point and appear in another, but Some scientists said that a cloned apple appeared in the other side, so it was not really a teleportation. So, we are very far from teleporting humans, and this might never happen at all, but who knows? I'd like to use teleportation. But, I'm 40. So if this takes more than 60 years, it won't happen in my lifetime. Anyway, people will still see a lot of innovations in transportation. I hope you liked this video. See you next time.